Hello, and welcome to our first edition of what I'm calling BGM, or Becoming God's Man Minutes. Monthly news regarding Becoming God's Man Ministries. Well, the first thing we want to mention is, if you've been getting our newsletter, you've noticed we've had a bit of a silence until last week. And even though we have been silent, we have been working. And we're actually looking at starting to provide updates regarding our ministry by email, through the newsletter, and also through these videos at least once a month. And with that being said, if you have any men's events with any ministries that you know, church ministries that you know of, or even general events, please email them to me at chuck@becominggodsman.com. The email address will be in the notes on the video on YouTube, with just information regarding where, when, if there's a cost, how much, whether it's strictly a men's event or if it's a general event for anyone. And we will put it on our events calendar on our website, but also, if I receive it in time, to include it in our newsletter and in these videos. I will also announce it there too. Also, if you're keeping an ear out for the conference that we had originally planned for February, you kind of realize it never happened because of circumstances beyond our control. We had to cancel it. But that does not mean we're not doing conferences anymore. We are still doing conferences. We are actually planning and hoping to have one sometime this fall, so keep an ear out for it. And also, speaking of conferences, we still have plenty of items that Bobby Bowden had signed after our last conference. They're for sale. Contact me at chuck@becominggodsman.com, and I'll send you the prices regarding what we have available still. And all proceeds from the sales actually goes towards funding our future conferences. So if you enjoy our conferences or want to help us out in funding future conferences and happen to be an FSU football fan, there you go. Also, just so you know, in our silence, as again, we have been hard at work. We've been looking at our ministry as a whole and not just at conferences. And we're actually looking to expand doing more regarding media and social media. What this means is you can look forward to more videos besides our weekly table talk video and videos from our conferences whenever we have them. Videos such as these video announcements, but also I'm looking at possibly trying to get some video teaching that we might try to do, if not, at least hopefully once a month. But also, we're looking at doing other stuff, such as podcasts. We're looking at adding a devotional blog that will be hopefully regularly updated onto our website, with devotions written by various members of the Becoming God's Man Ministry Committee. So just look forward to that. And actually, if you want to help with one of the podcasts we are looking at doing, I'm looking at stories of how God has worked in the lives of various Christians in and through them. And if you have a story of how God has worked in your life or through your life that you'd be willing to share, email it to me at chuck@becominggodsman.com, and I will review it, and if it's something that prayerfully we feel God leading us to interview you, I will contact you to either set up a time to meet with you to record the interview of you telling your story in your own words, because you would probably do a whole lot better job at telling your story than someone else telling it. Or if you aren't anywhere nearby to physically meet, we can set up a Skype interview. And speaking of social media, if you haven't liked our Becoming God's Man page on Facebook, please feel free to go there and like it. You'll find that's probably one way of getting more updates sooner from us besides our newsletter, which if you're not signed up for that, you can go to our website and there is a link or a block. Basically, there's a spot on there where you can enter in your email address and it will sign you up to receive our newsletter plus any other information, as we tend to send out more newsletters in frequency closer to our conferences to remind you of them or to give you updates regarding our conferences. Also, if you have a Roku box, all of our videos are on Roku. We have a Roku channel. Feel free to subscribe to it. All of our past conferences are there. Our table talk videos that we do weekly are there. Also, there are the videos from when we had a radio show. So basically, kind of a behind-the-scenes video of us recording the radio shows are also located on our Roku channel. And now, as I mentioned, we will accept you sending us in information regarding events, men's ministry, or general events that your church or your ministry is putting on. And right now I know of 2 events. One is the Saturday before Easter, April 15th, at Cornerstone Community Church. They're having an Easter festival, which is a free event. Will include an Easter egg hunt. They'll have snow cones, hay rides, dunk tank, a bounce house, photo booth. They'll have a magic show, plus a whole lot more stuff. Cornerstone Community Church is located at 6745 38th Avenue North in St. Petersburg. And this event is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again, that's April 15th. And on Palm Sunday, if you happen to be up towards the Pasco County area, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Crossroads Church in Newport Richey, they are also having an Easter egg hunt, in which it's, again, a free event. They'll have games, food, the Easter egg hunt. I know they'll have a magic show, which will be done by Alan Nye, the Magic Guy. If you've heard of him, he is a real great magician who shares the gospel through magic. And they are located at 7975 River Ridge Boulevard in Newport Richey. So that is it for this edition of Becoming God's Man Minutes, and I'll see you next month.